dey for Oku Road. Egigbowi yeve no vive. Oh ya simi wama. Megigbowi yeve no vive. Oh ya simi wama. I dey for Oku Road of your northeast. Landlord and landladies, people wey get property for this area. Come slow down. Slow down. People wey get property. Na Siloko Road. From Igbobazuwa. Siloko Road, you go reach Ego. Okay. This one not be Oku Road, though. This is Siloko Road. See the Oku Road. From here, they go come out for Oluku. From here be the Oku Road. When they pass the crossings. So from here, they go come out for New Lagos Road. This one Igbobazuwa Road, but make we see am. Okay. Edo State Government project construction of Oku Road off Ugbawa Lagos Road, Benin City. Contractor Heartland. Supervising Ministry Edo State Ministry of Works, Sapele Road, Benin City. Edo State Government project construction of Oku Road off Ugbawa Lagos Road, Benin City. Contractor Heartland. Who they supervise am? Edo State Ministry of Works. And on the road with this. You know, yes, Edo State Government. I want give contract on this road. May they do a city from Siloko Road to look for here.
Last year, the last 2 years, during the rainy dry season, that they were supposed to tie this road. If you see the pace of work, that's the pace of walk. It was very slow. You understand? When they tied it to Laba Junction, there, that was the end. Before the rainy season set in. Now is not motorable.
The contractor not there again.
No.
Okay.
No contractor.
Even the structures the vehicles are all removed. I don't know. Suddenly they disappeared into oblivion. The whole tractors they were using to construct the road, they removed it. And as you can see, it's very difficult for vehicles to pass this road now. If not that this is a jeep, we cannot drive through.
You understand?
So you see people swimming in the flood.
You understand?
When it rains. Go and see.
Say the contractor where he say come here not there again.
No oversight function. No oversight function.
He should come and inspect the work.
Come here to come and inspect what is going on.
Oversight function.
Yes. Now it's doing
from the governor and the deputy governor.
Yes,
both of them.
If you
oversight
function.
If you are
and the legislators.
You understand? Go and see the extent of work there. What is going on? This road have been.
Oh my governor, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better, cause in the nearest future you become one of the leaders. So we are praying. You said they don't tire finish. Oku Road. Yes. From Oluku 7 up to contractor not there.
Government give them money.
They start the road.
They not do one.
Okay. They start the road at all.
They start us small. The government give them money. They not do one. They just not there. You say governor, I give them money. I want contract. You go check the contracts.
Check the work.
Go check the work. May they give them.
That the governor of Edo State
yes.
It's
supposed to check the work. May give them
contract.
We check am. Say do the work.
This one where they for Oku Road too.
They not do one now.
I don't go check out.
Don't go check out. The video of that side, the video that side, the live center. So they do work. If you go to Wari, they'll do road everywhere. This road a major road to off road, slow road. If road block, here they pass.
If
of their block,
Lagos road block.
of their block, here they pass. This road what they do. That be the first road for those states.
Now I want to go remind them now.
I better remind them.
I want to go remind him.
Yes.
Deputy governor.
Tell her say next name to talk about. Say me do this road.
Oh my governor, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better, cause in the near future, you become one of the leaders. So we are praying. Governor, visit some of the places where you give. I know say you dey visit some, but Oku Road.
For this village, we know they say again Osunu. We know they say. See my store, if they flat water, no water, they enter inside my store Osunu. No be so we talk, when the road even go small, we all of us they cry. Now we dey pay no.
You know, yes, don't take come. I don't give contract on this road from Siloko going to look for that side.
Now your mother they hear us so because when they start we not see anything. Now for all those and then they don't do something. For soon the children close for school now wahala. All of us they go stand for road they wait for our children. If bad carry children they fall for them for water. But soon the man do something. Our governor do something. Do something. Better do something. We they cry. Children they cry. You see how this back when they see so. If they close for school, children not they fit call us. Market they shake for Sunu.
Oku Road.
I dey tell you for Oku.
Oku Road.
For inside Oku village oh, we dey suffer oh. Yeah, good. Go up there side go see wetin dey happen. For Sunu go that side go see wetin dey happen.
Oh my governor, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier.
For Sunu I said they see you so I suppose hold you but I know so not be you do am. Now to make me.
Enter back. I take for Oku Road for Benin City. I take for Oku Road for Afia North East. That be done want the contract, but we don't see the contract again. They don't want the contract. They don't want the contract.
Waiting they happen.
When I come this road 3 years ago, they never tire me. Oku Road for Afia North East. Hey, whoa! When I come this road 3 years ago, they never tire me. Oku Road for Afia North East. So, you see that road when they done the tie they come from that side. Now the road now be the Oku Road so. You see the sandbag when I say where those take come and take I went down to Heartland. Now if New Lagos Road now block now here they go pass now. This is an example pass here. If New Lagos Road block now, they won't come pass this Oku Road. Go come up for Siloko Road. So if that road, when they construct, they come from that side, come pass all here, Siriri wherever. Magik bovi yeveno vive. Oh yeah, see me woman. You don't say when I come this Oku Road like 3 years ago, it is tough. You see I'm saying government don't want them. But who people they surprised. Why Edo State governor never come monitor this project? The Oku community, elders and youth of this community, they surprised say governor they inspect different roads. Why never come inspect this Oku project? Since how many months?
What slippers like this? I never said. When I open this business, now every week I go market. Since April, I never say one slippers. I don't see who they ask me say, Madam, how much they say slippers is not there? No road now. Who can follow me back? Who can follow me back? Look my fence. I'm reaching that fence when I do. One night, therefore yesterday night, I use trailer raise
do fence, original fence, so make sure I not come push me enter war when I tell you so. That these people are saying they feed though, that they pay us rent. Now I never say one flipper.
Since when this road not good now, you not feel say anything.
I never say who want follow me back.
You know yes, say contractor don't they do the road.
This contractor. Thank God, contractor. Say this road never worry what they do. They never abandon us. They don't abandon us now. They don't forget us. See now look at they don't forget us. So. Look at. I beg go, when I go help us. When I help us, go help.
Oku Road. Oku Road. Of your northeast, Oku Road. Hey, wo. Gigbo bi yeme no ime. Oh yeah, I know say you dey very happy. Say I just take government. They award this una Oku Road. Big community. Wetin come dey sunu, wetin come make una dey complain now.
No. Hey boy, I said. No, this place now. Look my house here. Now be this.
This very house.
Yes.
This house.
This very house.
This very one where that man stands.
Where my dad stands. I surprised when they called they award the road. We were happy. In all these 3 months, 4 months, they stopped doing that. They carry caterpillar, tear all this hole. They say that moat. They call the parks and sand for moat. And they said the land, the sand where they park, I don't know. Look here now. I hear Cosplay. Down from where the tire is, no road.
From 8
now we there now. Look my road, look my house.
What do you want make the executive
government make it remember of their northeast Ogun Road.
May we call it
community.
I beg you.
Now we wait for now.
But you don't want the contract now.
All the
I call to waiting we here. There's no Pebo. You know award this road.
Yes.
He said you don't know whether Ogun Day.
Okay, Daddy.
Now me they talk.
As I reach local junction for that side, I see one big signboard. Edo State Government project Ogun Road.
They say not give them money.
They say not give them money. That then is the house that I bring people here. Because they pass here every time. Okpebo will never pass here one day.
We never see her.
Yes.
So what we they talk now? We want you this opportunity to beg our governor. Model Okpebolo. I beg. With Dennis Idahosa. Denko, our brother. Our brother, yes, in the own village. We want beggar, make all of them, make they come do the road for us. I beg now we there.
They don't start the road now.
They don't finish now. They don't start and they don't work small. The rest. We know they feel pass here, motor no they pass yet, every bag no they pass here. From our junction before now 500 to reach here. But now 1,800, 2,000. Everybody went there here, they cry, we they beg, not before us, we lead down.
Make us complete the project.
Make us complete the project.
It's not clear. However, I don't take government don't award the contractor, but the contractor they not see him again. Hey whoa. So you see that tie road for that side. Now they come like this. Now it's supposed to come pass here, go reach the end. But they're surprised the contractor not this side again. Some people come they talk cho. Say it be like say the contractor say they never pay a balance. That one a cho. Drop your comment, shut up.
Inside there, 2 people. No enter there.
Okpo say, oh we na win your way. Okpo say, we na win your way. You don't feel take it, just take comment for the contractor to return side.
Oh, we say, baby man, no la wo no we ni man no ma. No come contractor, no work po. We na no sue na never wo do me. No sala body dey no tane. No la wo, no go ma dole upo na ji. women bagari oba ima be mujane be na mujano wa ama mujano ma be ye ma mujana politically yeah don't like you ma
waiting they happen.
Road is don't overdue for tying for donkey years. They will promise they will come and tie this Okun Road. They will come and tie this Okun Road.
Okay. Before this government sit down, they don't talk about this Okun Road. And when this government says sit down, they can't do small and they don't award this Okun Road to contractor. And that's not the one where you call it.
They award the road. We see the contractor. We not see the contractor. They award the road. They say they want to do this Okun Road. I mean, for me, even when I was coming this morning, I was telling my friend, I said they use this road, they play politics. Because this one not be road now. You they do road, you know they come supervise them. You know they know how things they go. It's not good. And see road, me I may travel, I do travel. I don't go many places for this country. I never see where they do road, no gutter. Okay, this road now where the form say that they tie now. If they tie and finish, where gutter not there, where person has they won't carry the water go.
Okay, come that's how many days water they go.
Make I show
where you go from.
Which person has they won't carry the water go. You see this road. Now very important road where government suppose don't do. They don't want to do one. I don't know why they don't want to do one. And with this, where deputy governor is from.
It's from Ovia now.
It's from Ovia. But I don't know what thing they happen. Where no one talk about this road. This road, see where they go time and reach for that side. And the time no be say na one kind solid time. If like say the contractor they use the road they play. The same road now the same time they award this road and Palace Road for upper mission.
No, wait, you say now the same.
Now the same time now they award this road and upper mission. Upper this Palace Road where they upper mission. They don't feel. You don't see the way that they do that road. Okpebolo they try. But I don't know what they happen for this side. Okun Road. But they see the good work where the governor Okpebolo they do for other area. But this Okun, I don't know why it be like that. Whether that they remove in high or your attention come up from Okun Road, I don't know why.
But you not see contractor?
We know they see the contractor. You see contractor here. This road resemble road where people where things they happen. This road, this Okun Road, it resembles where things they happen. You don't see any contractor. Since where me and you the waka since from all the way from that side.
According to the report they give us, they say contractor don't start on the tire from Siloko Road.
That one where they tie, that one na road. Where the gutter dey? Okpebolo, Senator Mo, the Governor Okpebolo, he never do road where gutter not dey. Me see Palace Road, you know see gutter. See this road where they this coke me where they call them. On your way to Abuja. Aduawa area. Yes, you don't see road where we do there. You don't see this road where don't spoil where they call and say where they this where they that popular road where Obaseki they do before where Abadan. You don't see what we do for them. We got everything. This road no long reach that side. Long reach that one. That road go come out for that very road now go come out for Agbo Road.
So this road now from Oluku, I go come out for
old road for Vian Road for Siloko Road.
Let me tell you.
This is a new road. This old Lagos road for Siloko Road. See Anna, you see contractor. Since when me and you the waka, you don't see contractor yet.
No, you dey deny say those state government never award this contract.
I hear say they award them, but we know they see wetin dey happen here now. We dey see wetin dey happen. This road driver wetin things for dey happen. He knows that maybe our governor, we now will beg governor. If the person wey give the contract, if he's not capable, make he revoke the contract from the person.
This Okun Road.
If the person wey dey handle the contract, if he's not capable, make he revoke the contract. because for them to dey use the road take dey do like say maybe na like mababa as I don't know as I call am like e serious wetin no dey serious.
Me wan go myself now. I wan go check am. I wan reach the end.
Oga go check am. Even the deputy governor, me myself, I'm disappointed because this is where he come from. And this if it to say if you
dey talk about right honourable
yes now if to say you know wetin e good for him people you dey hear me now therefore don tie this road and make I tell you you.
Wetin dey happen.
I don tire.
But me they do this road.
They don't award the road.
They don't award that. They just do a resharp. They just stop her. The road now they swell motor. Every day was sure. And people when they say that they don't even come on because of the bad road. You see this here now. As soon that time when they take start and they just finish and by then but it all turn to express. Look at road now.
You know, see, I say contractor don't they do. They see tie road from here.
That time will be done, but they don't stop the work now. They don't stop the work.
No, you know they see loader or caterpillar.
I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone. As I want pass it and I myself the fear I want to party my motor pass it. And I start I go, I get work for you. And they go side.
Let me say person where they build house now for this area to carry materials come this area.
He will first suspend the work. If not me say this work now my wife will not fit drive pass it. If I pass it and I will sure by they go now. All this one they spoil Berry, they spoil Danley, everything, sharp, everything.
But what be the importance of this road, this whole road? How it link?
You know, they look for Siloko Road now.
Let's say of your block now.
Oh, now here you will use now. Come on, you don't from here go where you go.
Go Lagos.
Yeah, you don't go where they go. No wala, sir.
How the country now? How the phone now?
No wala.
Everything.
Everything good. No wala, sir.
You not back for this road, Abby?
You know good now. The car not see double so that's too much for them. Now wait till they are big for 1 minute. This one done too bad.
Oku Road. Wait till they surprise the people be say the contractor not this site again. Oh, I've been because of rainy season. See tie road for front. Oh, I know say just the government don't award this road Oku Road to contractor. But people the vex. Why deputy governor? Why the governor of Edo State? Why they don't come inspect this road? Why they give this contractor? Some say the contractor na bubu yeye. Some say na because they never pay the contractor money. Now. Okay, now here the contractor work reach. They go. Okay. See that road now. See that road. Why don't they complain? Okay. I don't suffer, not be small. Hey! Upon say I get sense. I don't suffer, not be small. Upon say I get sense. Poverty not good at all. Oh. Now make I join this business. Area journalists, area to area, location to location, state to state. And therefore of your northeast, and therefore Ohun. You know, say I don't come see the road 10 magazines, but this not the road because I tell you say, Edo State government don't award this Ohun road to contractor, and the contractor don't they do and they come, but. Can the governor of Edo State, can Edo State governor award contract without gutter? Because as governor, they inspect the road. Me, self, area journalist going to inspect the road. But, I come. So today happen. I'm looking for the contractor. You cannot say that. Gutter not there. A big gutter pass your back of your.
No, not come and start. Oh, talk anything. Just the go.
No gutter?
No.
However, if Ovia bridge block for Benin Lagos Expressway, from here so, Igwabazua, this is not the shortcut to Lagos, so Igwabazua Siloko, from that side. But 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I come this road everywhere na yama. You know, go fit pass here. This now Okun road. Hey, to state government don't award this contract to contractor, and the contractor don't they do am. However, as an area journalist, got another left and right from Siloko for a go before Ovia from Siloko. No, if you pass the government to Siloko, they go come up for Oluku. So the people they say, why the contractor not continue the job again? Why the contractor tools not this site again? But may I go see Mohammed, come. You know, say for this area where I did so, 7 o'clock bike not they walk, oh, Abi?
Yes.
From 7 o'clock for this Ovia Northeast, bike not they walk from 7. Now they from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. From 7 to 12 midnight. I want to take a state government when they award this contract. Contractor. This is the road. I don't take government don't award the contract. The contractor, they not see him again. But when the contractor not got the left and right, I cannot change the agreement. When I come here 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago, let me say this road be. Agrito. Okay. This road when I did so from here to Igwabazua, from here to Niro Junction, from here to Okada, from here to Ogbese. Go like this, you're going to come out for a go. Enter like this. Okay.
Now Igwashodi community, now you there, so.
Igwashodi?
Yes, Deputy community. See problem what we get for here now.
Baba, come, that's serious problem. That's serious problem.
My brothers and my sisters, what we get the community. That is smart, you see, some years ago, yeah, not be like this, oh, bro. Wasunu, that's how we say, the worst part now, our Baba, they pass here. Deputy. From here, I go Bazua. Yeah, no. From here, I go Kada. From here, I go Ogbese. You not get this now Siloko. Upper Siloko Road. Okay, Upper Siloko Road. Yeah. Now you're right from Ring Road. Down to Okada. Now the road be this. It's New Lagos Road block now. For that side. Now y'all love them to follow. See the way we do. We don't talk. We don't tire. We even tag us say we see you, Baba. Which particular spot are they so? Igwashodi in Ebudi, between Igwadala community and Igwashodi community. After Igwadala, you don't pass. So now just stay there. So from that place to this side is Igwashodi in Ebudi community. That you there so. Well, soon wait till we want to. That's all we say, Amo. We don't talk. So if Ovia River block now, now here that they follow. What that they sit down now so he block now. Emmanuel, one way. As you follow here now, pack out, so you for New Lagos Road. Down to Lagos where you they go, you not get problem. The only problem we get now here. This very road now lead to Okun. Oh, this Okun now. Yes, Okun. Now that one they investigate the corner territory. Exactly. Now Okun road that they investigate the corner territory. Igwashodi and Okun, we get common boundary together. Igwashodi and Okun. We get common boundary together. They even get plot. It's not too, that place in our boundary not too far for there. We don't talk, we don't tire. Our Baba na here for common. Oh my governor! Deputy governor.
Deputy Governor.
Yes, now.
Denko.
Is that on Aviana? Every day. Now the road where serve you now, where serve us now, the one with the old road where they follow. Sell for back. Now it is small car called they follow now. That road we don't abandon them, but that one the whole road before they do this one 1977. The old road, now they do this one 1977.
1977.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, bro. More beg. More come this side. Oh, that's how we travel. That's walking though. What to do? Now where do the apple?
Also, waiting they happen.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you for joining us in the program Healthy Living. I'm Adesu Welsawagi. Today we want to look at beyond diet, building a sustainable eating habit. You and I know that a lot of us do not have good eating habits, and that's why maybe sometimes we'll come down with one ailment or the other, particularly when we are dieting. Oh my word, you need to see when people are dieting, they starve themselves and they do all sort of things that happen them later in future. And for those who will do one surgery or the other, how are you so sure that all of these things you're doing is good for you? What works for me health-wise may just not work for you. So the importance of you saying a medical practitioner who is an expert in that field is very key for your healthy living. So today, Mr. Gbenga Oladipo is going to be joining us via Zoom on the program Healthy Living, and we're going to be looking at beyond diet. How do you build a sustainable eating habit? Hello, Mr. Gbenga Oladipo. He's a nutritionist and a dietitian. Mr. Gbenga, how are you today?
Fine. How are you doing too?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us. All right, quickly, Mr. Gbenga, what are those things you would really wish those of us who are dieting know when it comes to food? What would you tell somebody who is dieting like me, or maybe a Rio or any other person out there?
Yeah, one of the things that whatever nutrient you want to modify, you should make sure that your food is dense. What I mean by dense, that food must be balanced, and then to meet your body requirements, to meet your body needs, to meet metabolic needs. So in some cases, people don't really want to take care of what I'm eating, but the focus is, oh, I just want to reduce my weight, maybe 10 kg per week, which is not healthy. But when you are actually dieting, you must ask, why am I dieting? What's the problem? Then that problem will determine how that process will go. Not just venture into it and do it the way you want to do it. But one of the key things you must understand is your food must be balanced, must be dense, that supply all the nutrients that you need. If you don't meet up with what your body requires, we can later experience what we call malnutrition, and that malnutrition could be a dangerous thing that can affect other vital organs. That before you know it, that person coming up with different complications, and that person actually, goes down. Then it's always pathetic.
Okay. What's the biggest misconception people have about healthy eating right now as we speak? What's that misconception that you think people have about healthy eating?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I said, what's that misconception, that biggest misconception, very huge one, that people have about eating healthy or healthy eating?
One of the things is, they always think it's expensive. They say,
Okay.
oh, it's expensive, it's very boring, And then some people think probably taking salad, supplement is actually, balanced, is okay. For them to even know that, eating healthy is very flexible, affordable, and then including, food that we have around us, we can bring those food together and get, what we require there. So it's not expensive, it's not boring, but the food, all those stable food that we have around us, we can combine them together and give what exactly the nutrient our body required.
Okay, what's that one food you wish everyone would eat? What's that one food? Whether you're dieting, you're not dieting, you have one ailment, you do not have any ailment at all. What is that one food that is of benefit to me, to the person who is watching, to everybody? That one food.
Legumes plus vegetable. Legumes.
Okay.
Legumes.
Okay.
Yes. Moi, ugu, ewedu, spinach, they are very cheap protein. Fiber is there for healthy guts. Sugar is there, iron is there, folate is there to keep you full and protect your heart, protect the gut, protect the sugar. And then Nigeria, we already have them. And it's something that everybody can actually venture into and eat it well. We just need to eat them, more and more again.
Okay, so we are in a society where almost every woman is dieting to keep figure, to keep shape, to have that figure 8 that will turn heads and all of that. Okay, if someone wants to go on a diet, what would you tell that person? What is the first thing, the second thing, the third thing, or even the fifth thing you tell that person to do before going on that diet? And who the person will go on the diet with?
The first question I will ask the person is, what exactly are you bringing out of this diet? What exactly? I have to ask that question first.
Okay.
That's the first thing I will ask the person. What exactly do you want to bring out from your dieting, your core dieting? And dieting should be continuous, something consistent. Dieting is not something that you do and stop. It continues. Because if not continue, it's not dieting. Are you with me, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah, if not continue, it's not dieting.
It's not dieting.
Dieting should be something you continue doing.
Okay.
So if I do diet now, say okay, I diet for this particular period of time and stop. You will go back to where you started from.
Okay, so now what's the difference between a diet that works short term and a diet that works long term? Because you just said that diet should be continuous. If I get to the desired weight, can't I stop? So what's the difference between short term, long term diet that you have just talked about?
Yeah. When it is short term diet, maybe probably you are trying to reduce the blood glucose, for example now, or someone have high cholesterol, you are trying to reduce that. Immediately that cholesterol stops or normalize, you stop that diet. But all the lifestyle changes that you've already like you've already like kind
that you've already started the journey you started already.
You have to continue the lifestyle modification.
Okay.
You must continue that lifestyle modification. While diet, you stop some part of the diet that kind of rigid, you stop them. Then you continue normal dieting. But remember, everything they have not to be eating, like probably like they said, you should not take oil, fatty food. You should not drink alcohol. You should not take full milk, full cream milk and stuff like that. You have to stop those things, but you can go back to your traditional food and continue to eat the way you eat before. But remember, That kind of diet needs to be quantified. You can't just say you are dieting and then you want to stop that dieting. Go back to how bulky you used to eat before.
Okay.
Do you understand? Do you understand now? You must follow the principle, the protocol of dieting. So people don't understand. So what do you call short dieting and long-term dieting? There's nothing like 100% short time, 100% long time. Continuity is the key. You continue all those things you ask not to be doing. You don't do them again. Because if you continue to do that lifestyle, if you don't, through monitor that lifestyle, you go back to what you are trying to treat, it will come back. It will occur again. So
why is it that when somebody spends like 3 or 4 years trying to diet, and after achieving that shape that he or she wants, within 2 weeks when that person stops, the person goes back to that weight, even more than he or she used to be?
And that person's diet needs to be reviewed. You review, we have the stages of dieting. We have stages. We have starting stage. You have like maybe you have the intermediate one, and then you have progressive one. So what we do is when we are starting someone with a particular diet, as that person is doing well, doing fine, then we review that diet. For example, now if that person is someone that's sedentary before, and that person is doing workouts now, trying to engage in some activity, the amount of calorie that person is taking when that person was sedentary, we have to review it when that person is not active now. These are the things that we do. It's not just like, okay, you start one diet, you continue. That is not monotonous. We review it. As you are better, we review it.
All right, let's take a very short break now, Mr. Gbenga. We'll take a very short break. When we come back, I'll come and ask you this question. And the question is, you will answer after the break, but let me ask you, why is it that when somebody is on a diet, you get to a point, you think that person is sick, the person looks haggard, the person looks unkempt, and then the skin will be so dry and one kind, think about that. We'll take the short break. When we come back, you just answer straight away, okay? All right, Mr. Gbenga, I did ask a question, so give us your answer straight away. Why do those on diet look sick, very thin, and then their face will look like they've been sick for years? There's this thing about them. Sometimes some people are not comfortable seeing them the way they are because they are dieting.
Yes, if you look at someone that's dieting and then you see those physical symptoms of pale, skin is very raw, and then you see that person that physique is kind of a little bit denatured. That then there is serious malnutrition. I'm just telling you the truth. The muscle is wasted because that person is using stored, glycogen as a source of energy. Then that's where we get ketosis. Say some people use probably protein being converted to energy. Normally, when we eat any food, the protein part of that food is for repair, is for growth, it's not for energy. But when someone is avoid carbohydrate totally, and then you are using protein as a source of energy, you see those symptoms, those signs that you just mentioned now.
So what can be done to erase that? So at least let the person glow, let the skin glow, let the face look sweet, let everything about that person look nice, even though the person is dieting.
That's why you need a professional that can plan a diet very well. Diet
not too cost now. Professionals are too expensive.
No, it's not. It's not what people think. That's the misconception that we have in the society.
Okay.
Do you understand now? That person have to eat healthy. Now, for example, now you want to reduce weight. Instead of going to some carbohydrates, we have different kind of carbohydrates we can venture to. We call them complex carbohydrates. These are the carbohydrates that are even rich more in vitamins and minerals, and the way they release energy into the body is not as frequent that simple one we do. So if you are on dieting, all the nutrients that we need must be present there. Then let me tell you something now. See what people do sometimes, what they don't know. Anytime you are, for example, those people that they call themselves vegetarians, if you are based on plant, you eat your food from plant, you get more of
Well, being a vegetarian is something that works for them. So we cannot judge them for being vegetarians, can we?
I'm not judging them now. I'm trying to look at the deficiency they do have when you are on that kind of diet. Because there are some things they need to be taken to bind. For example, iron. Iron, some fruit and vegetable, much of them deplete iron in the body. And if you look at the function of iron, that's why you see some people have anemia, iron deficiency anemia, because of too much fruit and vegetables. Because there's nothing to bind that iron in the vegetable. Because plant-based iron, we call it non-in iron.
Okay.
It's there, so it's not available.
So what you're saying now is that a complete diet is just okay. Complete balanced diet.
Work together. You have to be synergetic, not antagonistic.
Okay. All right, let me ask you this last question and before we leave. There's something called emotional eating or guilt eating about food. What's this all about? You see somebody is getting big and big and big and big, and the person tells you it's because I'm doing emotional eat, or I eat when I'm emotional, or guilt food. What is that philosophy all about food?
You see, a lot of people say a lot of things. Emotional, fine. You see, one of the things that make diet work in our system is when we have rest of mind. We are emotionally stable.
Okay.
But you understand now, that's what some people know. Some people do, some people eat when they are fine, when they are okay. But the problem about that food is, for example, you want to eat food that made for the whole day at once. Oh, I'm eating in the evening now. I have my combined meal together. The one that are supposed to eat in the morning, in the afternoon, combine everything together, and then eat it in the evening. Remember, if you do that, there is tendency of that person to be gaining weight. And that person will say, okay, I'm not eating too much, just only eat once. So that one is not a way of controlling what we eat.
Okay, this emotional eating, don't you think is a mental health issue? When you eat, when you're sad, you eat. When you're disappointed, you face food. When somebody hurts you, you face food. When a man serves you breakfast, you eat food. Don't you think it's a mental case?
Yes, when you say mental health with poor nutrition, but mental health with nutrition, what's actually the mental health? Mental health is ability to solve problems, ability to think right, ability, to be stable emotionally. That's mental health. Any contrary to that, is not okay.
It's an issue.
It is a pure issue. Okay. Now, it's not combined food when you are probably you are not on maybe any steroids, any drug or something. Then you eat and eat and eat. The quantity of the food you eat must tally with what you do. So that's when you call it healthy diet. But when you
Mr. Benga, our time is fast spent. What is that?
Based on I'm happy.
Okay, so what's that pattern statement you have for our viewers now? That pattern statement you have as we round up our show.
Statement is dieting is about the quality and the quantity, and must meet our metabolic needs, our physical needs, emotional needs, and of course we eat for developmental, and we also eat for repair and recovery. So nutrition based on sicknesses, nutrition based on young boys growing, we must be guided how we combine them, how we put them, and then how we express them. And
all right, Mr. Benga, thank you so much. Our time is up. It's been a pleasure talking with you on the program Healthy Living. Thank you for educating us today.
Welcome.
All right, people, this is it. If you're dieting, please make sure you balance everything so that at 25 you don't look like 70 because of the way your skin will be dark and you don't glow anymore and all of those many things. And this thing called emotional eating or food guilt, you honestly need to see a psychiatrist or a psychologist, whichever you want to say. Please seek help. Bye-bye.
ITV, certainly the best.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Ugemobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, Ọba Tope.
The Oba of Benin added a colorful mood to the year's celebration as he walks round the city center amidst cheers.
ITV set.
ITV, certainly the best.
Hello and welcome to Women in Conversation. We call it in short WIC. It is a table where women sit together to discuss issues pertaining family, not just, usually I'll tell you issues pertaining women, but we have found out that the women are the family. So we discuss issues pertaining family, when we say family, children, brothers, sisters, husbands, in-laws in total. So today that we are sitting here, I have with me, as usual, my pretty women, as usual, they are always sitting pretty to discuss issues pertaining family. And to my right, I have Mrs. Gift Furera Honors.
It's a pleasure being here. Morning.
Gift, this is your Furera name. Anyway, because I know the meaning, I'll be biting my tongue whenever I want to pronounce it because the meaning is so pretty. The meaning means beautiful.
flower.
Oh my God, beautiful flower. And you are sitting like a very beautiful rose.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this
you.
day. And then we have Mrs. Oluwatoyin Sani. Mrs. Oluwatoyin Sani, I know why I paused there when I said Mrs. But it's all good and well. She is the founder of House of Refuge Foundation. Mrs. Oluwatoyin Sani is always pretty. I have told her we have to go around Miss Nigeria so that she can represent us in the contest.
Thank you for the compliment. I'm glad to be here too. You are pretty too.
Thank you. And then we have a first timer here. Would we say the first timer joining us? She is Miss Bola Ige. Not the Bola Ige you think, but she is Miss Bola Ige Oyebade.
Yeah.
Oyebade. She's an artist. She's going to be singing for us before we leave this table today. And she's also a real estate consultant. Did I tell you that Chief Gift is also an executive chef who had promised us some food before we leave this table today? You're welcome to the table this morning.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Okay, so we're going to be talking on can love alone sustain marriage? That's the topic of what we're going to be talking on today. Can love alone sustain marriage? Should I start with you, Tony?
If I'm to answer that question properly, it is yes and no. Yes, in the sense that love is the foundation of all marriages. That's the foundation. Apart from the physical attraction, emotional connection, and everything, we bring out the love. And that genuine love comes with trust. And it's as if you are okay with every condition that you meet in that marriage. You'll be glad, you'll be happy because you are doing what you're happy doing. You are with somebody that is making you happy. So it's sustained marriage, but to some extent, that is a marriage where there's provisions, where there's vision and provision, where there's trust and friendship. But when there's love and we are hungry, something will happen to him.
So you're saying love cannot hold hunger?
To some extent. When it gets to a point that we love ourselves, but we can't afford rent, but we can't pay children's school fees, and we are hungry, something has to be done. Love can't go beyond that level. But love can start from Genesis to Revelation if there is provision, trust, and friendship. Love will balance. It will sustain the marriage. But it can never sustain the marriage alone without those subordinates.
I see. I understand what you're going to, what you're saying. You know, some people will tell you that they can't love in an empty stomach. I mean, you hear them say, I can't be hungry and I'm loving you. So that's where Tony is going. So what's your own take? Can love alone sustain marriage?
Well, love is a good thing, like the Bible said. But it can't sustain marriage. It can't. Like she said, it will take you to a point. And after that point, what next? If I love somebody and the person is not providing, because when you love somebody, you give. Love is giving. So when the love that you say you have in a marriage is not providing, the love dies. So a love alone cannot sustain marriage. The condiment that comes with love will have to go with it. Because when you want to pay the bills, the children are crying. You cannot afford seeing your child crying, hungry, and you say this love that will sustain that child. It's not possible. So love alone cannot sustain marriage.
Okay, let me come to you, please. Love alone cannot sustain the marriage. But then again, when you love, you sacrifice some things, and then you tend to, support your husband or your spouse, okay? And she's saying that love alone cannot sustain the marriage because when you see your child crying for hunger, you want to turn away from love and make sure that this child eats. But supporting your spouse, maybe you have enough to bring to support him. Would you still be in love when you're the only one, bringing out, dishing it out, paying the bills and trying to run the family? Will that love still be there?
I think the woman should understand that the man is going through process. But it's going to be bad when the man now eventually just relax because the woman is providing and he doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to help, especially when she comes back, he's with remote watching TV. Then when she comes back, she's still the person that will still enter the kitchen, do some chores in the house again. Why he's still with his remote? I mean, they at that point,
the love dies.
The love begins to die because hurt will come in, resentment will come in. You understand? So that is why I said it's either yes or no.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we have had a situation. Let me give you a scenario that I saw some time ago. I was called into this. So the man is a pastor, okay, and the woman works with the federal government. And now the man doesn't want to do any other thing than just the pastoring job. And so the woman walked up to me and said, she's getting tired.
Wow.
Yeah, that she's actually getting tired. That she has tried to set him up with different things, but he just keeps saying, I'm a pastor, I'm a pastor, I'm a pastor, I'm a pastor, full-time pastor, you're right. And so she called my attention to say that she was getting tired and all that. So I walked up to the man because I have been called. I said, because actually the lady happens to be a relation. So I said, this is what your wife said and that's what your wife said. Why don't you want to do anything? She was trying to set you up and all of that. And he said his time is committed to God's work. In this situation, what do you do to him?
I'm calling him on this time.
Oh my God. No.
Because let's go to the Bible. In the Genesis, God called Moses. Take Israelite, my people, out of this land to another land. It is Moses that have direct relationship with God, not the Israelites. It's because of the love of that God that made those Israelites follow Moses and obey Moses. And they see the trials, they pass. The trial, they pass. So this God really loves us to be doing this. Do you know at a particular point, the Lord filled the Israelites when they were hungry?
Yeah.
He did. They asked Moses, give us food, but let us go back to where we are coming from. Because in the marriage, when there is no proper provision, it won't work. Even when they need water, they change. Even the love they have for Moses expired. Because they need something. I don't understand the scenario of calling. Because everybody has a calling. It is for you to discover your own. Thank God I know my own calling from the calling of my own dear pastor. I pick my God directors, put me in my own calling, and I'm okay with it. But I have no head that God said, drop your hoe and cutlass and follow me. I am not the disciple. It's only the disciple, 12, that Jesus Christ called. They were doing something.
Yeah.
It's not as if they were just they were doing something. And he called them, follow me. And they obeyed. Because that call is with provision. They were doing something and God called them. Jesus called them, follow me. and immediately provision for I never read where they lack till the very end. But you are not doing something. God know they call lazy man. No, God, I don't understand. God cannot call a lazy man. You must be doing something. God must have trusted you with what you are doing with your life and with your career before you can now assign a duty to you. When you are failing yourself, why would you fail God? You can't manage any resources. You can't bring anything to the table. God will now pick disciple and put in your hand to trust you with disciples. It's not possible. How will you take care of the sheep? Of the sheep, it's not possible. So me, it's a zero. That man, they will not come my way. They will not come to the generation's way. That you will tell me God.
Toyin, that's okay. That's fine. That's Toyin, that's okay. Let me get your view on this.
Oh my God! You see, the Bible says, "He that does not provide for his house is worse than an infidel." So,
but in this case, he has been called and is working for God.
He is working for God.
Toyin.
How? There are pastors, there are lawyers, there are pastors, there are so many, even the top.
Yes. Well, me, I would say that, because when we are talking about is love enough, it starts from there. Because sometimes, because love is just a feeling. And that feeling can be punctured.
Anytime.
You understand?
Balloon.
Yes, it can be punctured. Now, initially, when this love thing starts happening, you may not be thinking outside the box.
At that time.
Because I believe the problem started from there. Yes. Because there must be a discussion, or they didn't discuss. Of course, they should have discussed, initially.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a man of God. God has called me into full time, and I'm going to marry you. You doing the work.
We're going to stop there.
Let's quickly go on a very short break. We'll be back to continue this interesting discussion. Please sit. Welcome back. It's still Women in Conversation. We were talking about can love alone sustain marriage. And the table was being heated before we went for a very short break. I called for that break so we could have water because Toyin was already shaking the table and was telling me, listen, they shouldn't call me for that kind of thing. But anyway, welcome back. So you were saying something. Yes. So, because of love, so probably there was no discussion outside the box. Okay, I'm a full-time pastor. God has called me. I don't want to do any other. So full-time pastors don't eat.
No, they know they buy things.
No, the truth is
they don't go to market.
The truth is, when we are talking about this full-time, let's be realistic. There are exceptions. You understand? Yes, there are exceptions. Yeah, it's not absolute.
True.
It's
there
not
are
absolute.
True.
You understand? Yeah. So we look at this. Let the viewers understand what you mean.
We can even use the Jew as an example. He was a lecturer later, and he has to stop and the ministry.
Yeah, because the demand was much on him.
Grow to that extent.
To some extent, yes.
The ministry must have been ready to sustain itself.
Yes.
Before you can drop. A church that you are just planting. Maybe you have just 50 and 100
members, yes.
And you now say God call you full time. Those people need food.
Your family needs food.
Your family, you pay bills.
Yes.
You have parents. Was that where you were going to? Yeah, part of it. Okay, it's part of it. All right. Now, what I understand. Yes, when I said that there are exceptions, because when somebody says I am called, you understand? You are not there. Me, I'm not there. It's God that called the person, and the person and God know what they discuss, what their relationship, what they said. You understand? There are some people that God might really not say that they should go and do something. You understand? But where the missing line is that the man of God should bring the wife to a place of understanding. If he does not bring the wife to the place of understanding, he will be finding it hard with the wife. Exactly. Okay. The place of understanding, I mean, is that make the woman to know that when I say place of understanding, from the little of the man, the woman will be able to know that if this man has much, he'll be able to do more. You understand? If this from the little, of course, he cannot say he's not getting anything.
Gift, let me come in there. In such a scenario, for me, I don't think the man needs to get married and bring in children.
Okay.
Because who are you expecting in the first place? Yes.
Yeah.
Who are you expecting to help take care of the children?
Responsibility.
Did God say that you should come and serve him and don't, cater for your responsibilities?
No. God did not say that.
I mean, because even if you're not married, you must be living in a house. You will eat. So how do you do all of that?
Clothe yourselves. Yeah, just like she said that it is only the 12 apostles that God permitted to do that.
To leave whatever they were doing and
follow
follow
Jesus. But do you know that?
And I will make you fishers of men because they were doing something.
But let me tell you, the truth is that as a man of God that is called, as in quote, called, because there are people who call themselves, but there are people who call themselves, but if you are actually called, you are called with your provision. You are called with your provision. God will meet that need. You understand? But but somehow there are ones who call themselves, and there are ones that are hiding under that God has called them. You understand? And if they hide, of course, they become lazy, and then they tend not to.
Let's leave this argument because truly, Toyin is not agreeing with what you are saying.
Okay.
In fact, she's nodding her head already. She's not agreeing with what you're saying because a man of God is also a human being who has to, face the
normal life
that
hurdles,
we
yes.
all live.
Yes.
He has to eat, even if he's not married. He has 8 families he has to take care of, and take care of himself. He has siblings that he has to take care of. But let me ask this question. We're talking if love alone can sustain a marriage. Yes. Okay. For love, who do you think sacrifices more in marriage, the men or the women?
A very big topic.
Let me start with you, Bolaige.
It's obvious that the woman that sacrifices more. Is the woman that sacrifices more in the marriage, because what she does, she take care of the man, she take care of the children when they start coming in, she take care of herself. Now the extended families are in there too. They'll be expecting so much from her, not minding what she herself is facing. She might be going through so many things and nobody cares to know. And she might not want to say it because I don't want my families to, or my husband's family to like maybe have the bad impression about me. So she keeps swallowing everything. So she
keeps bearing.
Yeah, she keeps bearing. She wouldn't want to fall. I mean, look the weak part, especially when it comes to her children. She wants to show them that I am strong, no matter what. She wants to be out there for them. And she is the pillar of the house somehow. Not just somehow, she is even the pillar of the house. Yeah, the husband is the head. She is the pillar of the house. Because whatever...
She is the neck of the head.
Yes.
She's the engine of the house.
She is. Because whatever she runs in the house is what stands. The husband just goes outside. Some men don't even care what happens in the house. She goes out. They go out, bring in the thing that they want to bring in for the house to... I have given it to you. If not,
she's the master planner.
Yeah, she just do it and whatever have I not provided. Some men are like, I provide for you, so what else do you want? You know? So she is the one that sacrifices the more in the house. The woman bears so much. Is it the childbearing? Is it the labor? Is it the menstrual wahala thing that women go through? Menopause, you just name it. And
is
nobody
it the prayer?
cares.
You're not talking about the prayer aspect.
Exactly.
They are always
so
24 hours on their
they
knees.
don't. In fact, the man wants my children. The man will just be there doing whatever he's doing outside, and my wife is there.
Okay, let me hear your view. You know, who sacrifices more?
I'm not going to agree with that 100%, because this thing we are talking, it depends on the kind of partner that God bless you with. Where I will agree with you is in a situation where the husband is working and the wife is working. They are both going out to provide for the
Family.
family. And when we now come back, the house chore and everything is supposed to now fall on the women. In that aspect, there's no two way about it.
The woman is doing the
carry
sacrifice.
major. But in a situation where my gender will be at all, painting nails, washing
Zero.
dresses, checking out the program, there is a cook, there's house help, there's a nanny,
There's
there's
a driver.
Okay.
and the man is
Out there hustling.
That's
You
the
are
generation
told
we
you
have
are
now.
eating whatever kind of food. And with all those provisions, you didn't even remember to give him breakfast before he left the house. And it's going, some men might not even eat till around 3, 4. And you are the one providing for all days. In that scenario, it's not the woman.
Yeah, true.
Don't be selfish in this aspect. It's the man.
True.
So
That
it
was my thought.
depends.
True. It's my thought.
It depends. We have some women that they don't even know how much the husband is giving to their own family, to our own family.
It's true.
The husband is bearing the responsibility of his own family and the wife's family. We have some women like that. I know them. They have the time when they will go to spa, when they will go to cinema, when they will go to shopping, when they are all that is what they are planning. And they will go for holiday. Those people, are you telling me? So,
but like it says, it's soft life. It's
called
soft life.
We have a lot of women in that category now.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
But we have a lot too that they wake up in the morning, the wife wake up 3 a.m., prepare the children, prepare herself, prepare even the man.
True.
And the honorable man will just wake up to the bathroom, go and wait in the dining for the breakfast, and they go pressing on. I'm waiting for you.
Exactly. Because she has to hurry up.
And we go together and still come back with the traffic of Lagos. And you will now say it is Arsenal that is playing today. It is Liverpool.
Exactly.
While I'm in the kitchen and hope work of the children. Another thing in that aspect, I give it to women, I give it to my gender. God bless all those women in that category. And to my other people too, in the same other category, that it is nail, eyeshadow, the screen, the everything. I give it to you too, but you are not doing too well in the marriage. We can compare you to those that need special, called the special award. They are doing well. For all the responsible men that are doing their duty, I give it to you, sir. And we have a lot of men too that when they fold leg like this, they talk about the league. The women are providing financially, emotionally,
mentally,
in fact,
spiritually.
Everything, even for the children, upkeep and upbringing. I give it to those women. So it is
two ways. It is two ways, of course.
So do you agree with her?
Yes, I agree with her totally. That's my thought too. Yes, I agree with her.
Okay, so there's a story making headlines on the social media where a woman came and was asking question. Should she divorce her husband? We're talking about who sacrifices more in the marriage. Is it the men or the women? And so she said her husband during the year bought his own family rams, 2 rams, and never gave her anything to give to her family or bought her family ram. In this situation, do you think the woman in that marriage is sacrificing in a negative aspect?
No, let's be very realistic.
Yes.
Let's be very realistic here. Ileya, let me assume you are the husband.
Okay.
Ileya, your family. Ileya, my family. You bought
ram
for your family
too.
It is my responsibility to buy for my family too.
You don't think it's the man's responsibility?
Why? It is when the man chooses to. And it depends on the relationship and what you are contributing to that marriage. If a woman is a good woman and you are contributing well, you don't even need to ask him in that period. And it depends on the kind of family that the husband that the in-law is to. If the in-law
actually disagrees to it.
No, it's possible.
Yes, I disagree to some points.
No, it's possible you disagree. But my point is, see, it's a good thing that we all have expectation from all the spouses. Good. But do you know it's killing them gradually?
Let me, Toyin, hold on. Toyin, let me come in. Let me ask you a personal and private question.
Thank you.
Now, if your daughter gets married, and let's assume Christmas, has her husband, yes, she's working. It doesn't mean that she's not working, she can't afford it.
True.
It's the respect that the man, her husband, has for you as her in-law. Now, this is Christmas. He has bought his parents, let's assume, goats. And his wife is seeing it. And nothing is extended to the mother. Not that she can't afford it, but that she was expecting that.
It depends on the kind of relationship that is between them. I'm telling you, there are some family, the in-law do not deserve a loaf of bread. Because when they were going, you have even used your mouth to run the man down, the guy down. You never think that guy, I'm talking from
amount to something.
experience.
Yes.
You never think that the guy can turn to anything in life. And no matter how this guy tried, you keep using your mouth to bring him down, bad-mouthing him, bringing his ego and everything down. If you are a good wife and your family is good, as the husband is doing his own, he's doing your own without being asked.
He doesn't even need to.
Because he's into the both families now. Yes.
He will do it gladly. It is the woman that is ranting. If we have a thing to interview the man will tell you that I did it and I do it for this very reasons.
Yeah.
But in a good way.
Gift. Let's round off with gifts.
All right. Okay. Yeah, my idea and my thoughts, for the reason why, for the purpose of, or will I say, for the reason he bought 2 rams to his own family and didn't buy for his wife's family, is the reason why they are rancoring against him. That is it. It's the reason why, because this thing, we are talking about sacrifice. Even if they are bad-mouthing him, they don't like him. I mean, you don't pay evil for evil. For the fact that you are marrying their daughter, and probably she had children for you, even if you are not doing it for her, what about for your children? You understand? So, and 2, instead of like, okay, let me buy 1 and take 1, if it is for the money that is not, let me take 1 and then take 1 here. But doing it not at all. I don't think he even wants the marriage as for the man, because he knows that
judge we outside. Because we never knew whether this man bought last year and it was
chaotic,
or bought for an ingrate family.
Okay,
that should come in again.
But both answers actually make sense to me. They both make sense to me. I have seen a husband too who went to marry a girl in the family when he had nothing. They kept bad-mouthing. In fact, the girl cannot even speak where families are talking until the man grew to something. And when he grew to something, he refused to look at that family. Even when the wife would cry and say, just give my mother, I said, I will give later. And later talking. I really didn't want it to get ended, because I also had a lot of questions that I would have loved to ask my women here. Of course, with Toyin will always shake this table. Toyin will always shake this table. Anyway, welcome to the end of today's program, and we hope to see you next time. Join us when we come back again for Women in Conversation. I'm Patricia Oyedepo. Thank you.
Welcome to 60 Minutes Nigeria. I am Wilson Omasha. This is a platform we'll get to take a look at issues bothering on the country for an hour. Topical issues, political, religious, educational, agricultural, power, you just name it. It cuts across board. Well, today on the program 60 Minutes Nigeria, we have two talking points for this edition. You might have heard about the retention or retaining, so to speak, of the Vice President Kashim Shettima by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be his running mate come 2027. You know, this rumor making the round that he's not going to pick on Shettima, he's going to drop Shettima to make Nigerians happy and, of course, to balance the equation or the religious stability, so to speak, in the country is going to get a Christian running mate, but that seems not to be. He retained his vice, Shettima, and Nigerians have been talking so much about this. Now that is going to be our first point of call. And for the second topic, it's all about the Court of Appeal here upholding the judgment of the lower court about derecognition. Yes, derecognition, the recognition of David Mark's led faction of the ADC. They didn't say that ADC is outrightly banned. No, they say that faction, they don't recognize it. That means they recognize other factions. So which of the faction right now are these people that are not recognized in the party? Who are they going to liaise with to make sure that ADC stands? Some are saying the target of the ruling party right now in the court is Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. They are saying they want to make him irrelevant politically to give APC straight victory without much opposition. Some might say the same thing is going to happen right now in the NDC. And if all these things just keep on happening, what do you think are the chances of opposition? Two talking points for today. And of course, in the course of the show, we'll be opening up the phone lines to get to hear your own views and opinion on these two topics we'll be talking about. That is in due course of the show. With me here in the studio, he is an Islamic scholar. He is an academia. He is also a political analyst and a member of the All Progressive Congress. A member also of Darewa, right? Let me to welcome Alhaji Ahmed Iwaike. Thank you so much for making it to the studio this afternoon.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wixon. Thank you, viewers at home.
All right. And joining us virtually, able to establish contact, is Elvis Brown, a vibrant youth, an entrepreneur, and of course a politician. You need to hear what he has to say about these two topics. When he started analyzing, you get to realize that really he's a free thinker, and of course, he wants a better Nigeria. Let's see if both of them will align today, or they will disagree to agree. That seems to be the case. Elvis, we're trying to establish contact with you. If you're up there, just let us know, okay? But right now, as I'm saying, broadcasting the show definitely must go on. Ahmed, were you surprised that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, against all odds, despite the talks, choose to retain Alhaji Kashim Shettima as his running mate for his second stint when we talk about 2027 election? Did you see it coming?
Yes, thank you for the question. I saw it coming because that is going to retain him, because if you understand the reason at the first instance why he picked up Senator Kashim Shettima to be his running mate is because of the volatility of this, the religion issue. And you know that Senator Kashim Shettima is representing the northern bloc. Why is he representing the southern bloc? And you agree with me that in the northern bloc of this country, we generally agree with me that the majority of the Muslims or Muslim faithful believers should be up to 70%. I am not saying even just around 70%. Now, and in politics, democracy, especially the one we practice in Nigeria, is a game of numbers, game of having people to support you. And now, if he chooses to go and pick up a running mate that is a Christian, and you understand that the chances of the Northerners who are Muslims voting for him may also be slim. So he look at that, probability. So it's better for him to take a Muslim so that the Muslim faithful will sympathize with their own brothers. Okay, let me support my own brother this time around, because Nigerian democratic system or democracy without missing words have been, polarized with the issue of religion, ethnicity, as the case may be. Now in this case, he chooses to pick up a Muslim so that he can be able to gather the votes from the north. So for him, picking a Christian would have been a disastrous movement. So since he tested it at the first tenor, and there was actually a fight back, we quite agree. And even as at, as against all odds with the fight back from, Khan, to be specific over this matter, he still found his way to victory. So if the formula worked at the first instance, why not repeating it? If it had not worked, we would have said, okay, it didn't work. It's only when you repeat one same mistake more than once that becomes a problem. But this time he tested it and it worked for him. So why not reapplying it again? So choosing a Muslim or Kashim Shettima, as the case may be, was the right bet for him to do, because it's all about strategy, it's all about numbers, it's all about winning, and it was focusing on him winning. And coming to the fact of a personality of Shettima as a person, he has not done bad as a VP. He has been a loyal servant. He has been a loyal boy. He has been a loyal person to the president. And we have never heard on media whereby the kind of fracas that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar was having with Obasanjo, we've not heard of that kind of fracas with Kashim Shettima and Tinubu. So he has always been a loyal VP. So why not bringing him back? Somebody who has been loyal, who has been following your footsteps, who have been going errand for you, and who have been keen into your renewed hope agenda. So why will you not suddenly just drop in for no good reason? So in both ways, he has merited coming back as a vice presidential candidate.
He said he's merited coming back as a vice presidential candidate. Yes. I don't think this is undermining the stability, well, I say the equilibrium in religion when you talk about politics and governance. After all, before this election, it was Christian Muslim.
Yes.
Previous one to Christian Muslim. The only one that clicked there was the one with late MKO, and of course, his running mate
was also a Muslim.
Yes.
Babagana
Kingibe. But after that, it was Christian Muslim, Christian Muslim, Christian Muslim.
Like I said earlier, you see that the major goal of an average politician is winning. That is why if a politician is to make a friendship with you, he has to look at your weight. What are you bringing to the table? It's just like, for example, you come to meet a politician and say, you are the youth leader of this very particular organization. You are not going to command respect if your organization that you are leading, the population is there. And somebody else just come introduce himself as a person. You that have a follower of 1,000 and somebody who have a follower of 100, to an average politician, the one that have a followership of 1,000 is more valuable to you than you, because this is 1,000 and this is 100, and you cannot compare the both together. And in an election, it's numbers that matters. You have a fantastic manifesto. I do have a fantastic manifesto. But whoever have the highest number as against my party name is the one that will be announced by INEC who wins. So this time around, the issue of religion, the man have to keep religion aside. The man have to bring up the religion that he knows can give him the votes. And aside using that issue of religion, who will give you the votes, we're only just using that word religion. When they start leading, nobody talks about religion any longer, because when they are at the sharing table, nobody talks about religion any longer. It's just when it comes to the aspect of voting, religion issue comes in. But after being voted for, issue of religion doesn't come to play. Now we agreed that yes, Muslim tickets, that was what brought both of them in. But I can very tell you right now that we the Muslims have not felt anything that, now Muslim they lead though, so because that
why would you say that?
Yes, I am.
Take an exception to that.
No, thank God he says the calling in program, people will call him, so I'm here to respond to them.
Okay.
I am the treasurer of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, those states is concerned. I can categorically tell you right now that when a Muslim is there or a Christian, that I don't see any difference from that. When we're having...
are you speaking as an Edo State citizen or as a Nigerian
Even as a Nigerian entirely, the Muslims are facing it, they are being hit badly over this. Okay, the insurgents affecting the Muslims, has nobody seen that?
Who are those insurgents?
So if we're to be okay, it's a matter of Muslim issue. Would have heard that okay, maybe the Muslims are not going to be killed. So what am I trying to bring in issue right now is that the essence of President Tinubu picking Kashim Shettima have nothing to really do with religion. It's all about winning. That is his strategy. And the personality of Kashim Shettima is fantastic because of his credibility too. He's a sound man. He was a former governor, former senator. So automatically he has the credentials. So I am only trying to disabuse people's mind that since the Muslim said he will come favor the Muslim. That is the area I'm trying to come in. That nobody should see it as a Muslim thing at all. See it as a Nigerian thing. Kashim Shettima is from Borno. President Bola Tinubu is from Lagos State. See it that way. Extract the religion out of it. The only angle President Tinubu on his own is picking is the father to get sympathy from the Muslim angle, because the Muslim will tend to vote their own person than rather vote on that person. Because I said the Northern Bloc have less Muslim and less Christians than the Muslim. So for you to now go and pick up a Christian there, it's like you are shooting yourself at the foot. So you have to pick up a Muslim so that you have the vote, because the vote is what matters, because you quite agree that you have opponents from other political parties. So if you did not strategize well, how do you win? So you have to plan to win, not to plan to fail. So that is the essence of him bringing a Muslim from the northern region to be his running mate. But say in the other way around to say, so that to not benefit the Muslims, I'm not trying to say, no, that has nothing to do with benefiting the Muslims.
So you're saying that don't benefit the Muslim, not
he has benefited us as a Nigerian. Has benefited us as a Nigerian, not as a Muslim. He said that, I would have been able to, since a Muslim was there, we have not been saying that a Muslim has been, uplifted or messed. No, it's the same way. What I mean is that it's not what we have been living our lives. The same benefit we have been gaining is what we are still having. No difference with the fact that, he's a Muslim now entered, I now got something special. That's what I'm saying.
No addition, no subtraction.
No subtraction. So the way we are been living our life as a Nigerian, same way we are still living our life as a normal.
Right, let's get to see if Elvis Brown has been able to join us virtually. Elvis, how are you doing? Elvis, are you there? Okay, if you need to establish contact with Elvis, definitely going to hear his own point of view. Well, now, you're talking about whether it be a Christian or Christian Muslim or Muslim, doesn't really matter, because you've not really felt the impact as in it. How will I put it now, giving your own religion an advantage. Now let's take a look at this picture. Are you now saying that the aspects of Christian-Muslim ticket is like invalid when you talk about politics?
It is not invalid. It works. I'm going to tell you that with the circumstances we found ourselves, if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu probably was a Christian, that would have been a fantastic bidding. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's from the southern parts, then the northern parts. Then, in this case, God designed President Tinubu happens to be a Muslim. And now, the northern region, from what I've always said, now happen to be more of the Muslims. Now, if he had decided, okay, let me take a Christian to balance it up, chances of you winning becomes a problem. And you know that going into the race, the aim is actually to finish the line. And that was his point. That was what he was looking at. We say, boots, pimping up, say, on your mark, let's go. He's looking at the finishing line. The finishing line is his target. Irrespective of the media watching him, but the finishing line is his target. Tinubu, in this case, the finishing line is his target. How do I win? He said, how do I get the votes of the Northerners? Here's the reason why, okay, I have to pick up a running mate from the North. And the running mate from the North need to come from this kind of extraction, so that I think they can get the sympathy of the Muslims. My opinion, though, it may also be that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have different opinion that we are all Nigerians. The issue of religion have nothing to do with this case, because if he was a person who believes in too much religion, his wife would have been a Christian. He was not even a Christian, a pastor for that matter. So it's not the person that is so, there's a religious bigot. You understand to say, that is why his wife could be a pastor, and they have been living together since I know of Remi Tinubu and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I have never heard on social media they have issues, meaning that they have a good union within themselves. So if he was that type that was a religious bigot that made him to pick up Kashim because of religiosity, they would have known from his wife that his wife would have been the one wearing the niqab. But in this case, the wife is even a pastor, meaning that issue of religion to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has nothing to do with governance. But the issue is that how do we win our election? That is the major thing.
All right, now,
and with that, we'll give the dividends of democracy.
All right, now let's get to hear from Elvis. Elvis, how are you doing? Elvis, are you there? If you can hear me, please unmute yourself.
I can hear you loud and clear.
I can hear you right now, Elvis. Go ahead. What do you feel about all this?
All right. Good afternoon to my friend in the studio. I think that going into 2027 election, the greatest position of President Tinubu is the fracturing of opposition in the country, and not his running mate. The president understands that in 2023 there was a very serious issue with the person he chose as his running mate, because Nigeria is a multi-religious country where we vote along that line. And the ticket of 2023, the people spoke heavily against it, and that was why that they had to do all the manipulations that we saw in 2023. That was why that the candidate of the Labour Party and that of the PDP eventually had to try their matters in court. And I believe strongly, and this is my opinion, that if we had a judicial system that has not been so dastardized and corrupted, maybe we would have had a different outcome in 2023. But that being said, the president understands that the 2023 election, the people spoke heavily against it. And as a result, he is not willing to make the same mistake again. And that also has been a serious issue that the administration is considering. I understand that my friend is of the APC, and of course, his job is to defend his party and his religion, and my job is also to defend my religion and to do the job of the opposition. Now, let's look at it critically. For months now, nobody has said anything about the vice president of the country, Kashim Shettima. He has been benched because there have been discussions and counter discussion on what needs to be done. Because whether you like it or not, if he feels Shettima again, apart from the fact that he has succeeded in disintegrating the opposition to a very large extent, which we will get to as we discuss the court issues with the ADC and others. Now, he has seen that going into election with Kashim Shettima as his running mate is definitely going to again reduce his chances, because there has been uproar as to whether or not Nigeria is an Islamic country, as to whether or not we are in an Islamic state. So you understand that the Christian nation in Nigeria are against that ticket, and they will still speak against it. They will still vote against it. And what is he doing right now? He's consulting. Now, my friend may not understand how important this is to the president, but that is number one thing. After Peter Obi, the next thing on his agenda is his running mate. The greatest thing on his agenda is Peter Obi, how to curb this man to stop him from even being on the ticket. Then when you leave that one, the next one is how do we remove Kashim Shettima so we can replace him with a Christian from the north. These are the things. And the president understands that. We can now look at whether or not the election will be free, fair, credible, transparent. That's another issue entirely. But you cannot just wish away the issue of Kashim Shettima as the running mate of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I can tell you that except they are now 100% convinced the machinery to retain the seat is 100% or 98% in place, Kashim Shettima may not be the best option for President Mohamed Tinubu in 2027. I think this is my position on the matter.
All right, thank you so much. Elvis, you heard all he said. He said, after all, this is not a Muslim state. That might just be depicting that Nigerians don't have good Christian that can be a running mate to Mr. President. Take it from his point of view.
I have always maintained that the reason have nothing to do with religion. If it was a religion issue, President Tinubu would have not married a pastor. It is just all about strategy to win. Like I said, it was tested 2023. Yes, the can specifically the CAN specifically worked or voted or worked against that ticket, but to no avail. It didn't, stop them from achieving their
But
victory.
the wife of the president is not the vice president.
I am telling you right now that even when CAN spoke against it, it didn't change anything. That you tested a process and it worked. What stops you from using it again? As long as the president used it the first time, it worked. And then it has no reason not to use it again for the second time. Then the issue of being that it's not a Muslim, because Nigeria is a secular state, and that is what the constitution defines. It did not say it belongs to the Muslims, neither does it belong to the Christian. And as far as this issue is concerned, nobody is seeing Muslims here, like I told you. Because if it is a Muslim here, I as a person, I have not seen any special package that, since Tinubu and Chetima are both Muslims, so because I'm a Muslim, not just a Muslim, stakeholder for that matter, I should be getting this every month, for example, or should have been getting this. I am not. What I'm saying that what I was benefiting or what I've got or what I've been living my life in Tinubu era, same way Buhari era, same way it is, and I've not gotten any special package that, because of the fact that the both of them ruling this nation are Muslims, and as a Muslim stakeholder in Edo State, these are your benefits. I have not seen it. So what I'm trying to say right now, Mr. Elvis, right now, and other viewers at home, is that I am not saying that I am supporting it because I am a Muslim. No. That on the basis of the fact that the APC is looking for a strategy to win, and it's all about conscience to people. The northern blocks are majority of Muslims. So it's better off to take a Muslims in order for you to be able to use it to win an election. Okay, for an instance, you agree with me that Delta State is predominantly Christians. We know we have Muslims there. Then somebody now comes up, picks up a ticket as a Muslim, and it does not have much of the popularity. Then somebody else from one region, a Christian, have that popularity without being a Nigerian mindset. Who do you think will win that election? So that is similar what we're doing right now. What we're saying right now, that the presidency have seen it from the own northern block region now, that okay, picking up a Muslim would be of an advantage for me winning my election, and that's the essence of picking Shetima. And not just only because he's not the only Muslim over there in the north. There are so many Muslims, but Shetima as a person have the charisma, have what it takes to become a vice president. Do you know what it means to be a former governor? Not just a governor, I think then he was a senator. Do you think it is easy? Me, that is a grassroots politician. So with that, he believes speaking Shetima would be able to help him outside religion, even with the religion, to also gather vote. So all these strategies are all for winning an election, not about depriving the Christians, nor depriving the traditional African worshippers or every other person their fundamental human rights or good governance that they need. All right, now let me go to Elvis. Elvis, you've heard Ahmed Iwaike, but do you feel that with President Bola Tinubu being the president, of course, a vice president also being a Muslim, Shetima, do you feel that the dividends of democracy has been truncated or will be truncated once more if it becomes a reality that both of them eventually, I'm not INEC, I'm not holding for anybody, maybe they come out tops in the election?
Well, I don't see how that plays, because first of all, if you want to, let's look at the resume of Kashim Shettima, the way my brother has projected him as one very formidable character in Nigerian polity. We can look at history and check for ourselves if truly what is claimed about Kashim Shettima are right. First of all, we need to ask ourselves, who was the governor of Borno State when Chibok saga took place? We need to ask that, who was the governor of Borno State when Kabiru Sokoto, who bombed a church in Madala, was arrested in government house in Abuja, in Borno State government house in Abuja? We need to ask those questions. When you preaching the character and the integrity of Kashim Shettima, we can look at those records. Nigerians are not stupid anyway. So that being said, we need to look at other very important issues. You are saying that having a Muslim ticket at the presidency does not reduce your benefit as a person. Well, I can tell you that it reduced my own as a benefit, because I feel like I don't have a voice in national issues. If my religion is not properly represented at the national government, I don't see how I get to have a voice. You can say that because you are represented. You can say that because you have the president as a Muslim, you have the vice president as a Muslim, you have the speaker of House of Rep as a Muslim, you have all those positions to yourself. So you can boldly say that, well, your benefits are not reduced, mine are reduced. I can tell you that I don't feel secured the way I was under Goodluck Jonathan, or how secured I felt under late Yar'Adua, or how even secured I felt. As terrible as Buhari government is, my opinion again, as terrible as Buhari government is, how secured I felt under Buhari's government, I do not feel the same under this government. I feel like my security has been taken away 90%. So when you're talking about the fact that religion does not count, it counts for people like us. It counts for me, because of course, if I should have a say in the governance of my country, if I should have a say in electoral matters, my voice should be also represented at that level of governance. If you are picking a president in a country that has, dominant religion, Christian and Muslim religion dominating the country,
but Elvis, you're forgetting one thing, that Godswill Akpabio, the Senate president, is a Christian.
And
doesn't that count for much?
That is a yes Senate president. He's a yes Senate president.
He will take objection to your comments, Elvis. Because, come on, he is the president of the Senate and he is a Christian, because they painted a picture of the leaders of Nigeria being Muslims.
In whose interest is the Senate president? Is it his own interest, or his interest of his party, or the interest of Nigerians? What has he done? What bills have been passed? What has he done as a Senate president that benefits ordinary Nigerians?
But he's a Christian.
Budget that was rushed through. It doesn't matter if he was, but you can question his Christianity. Actually, you can actually question his Christianity, but that's not even the point. Our focus right now is the president and the vice president. If you had a president that is a Muslim and you have a vice president that is a Muslim, then that means the country itself is tilting towards one direction of religion, and that is not good for our country. It's not good for the security of our citizens. It's not good. It's not. You need to listen to me here. Listen, in this country, we cannot look down on any religion, even traditional religion. At some point, most of us have agitated for every of the religion to be represented. It's a multi-religious country, for crying out loud. So you cannot say because you want to win election. This is the definition of the end justifies the means. So we just have to get it by all means necessary. The process does not matter. How we get it does not matter. We just get it, and then we decide what to do with it after we've gotten it. And eventually, most times when they get it, they can do not. They ended up doing nothing with it. Like in this case that we are seeing now. You want to get by me, so you want to run a Muslim. Remember that the former governor of Kaduna State tried the same thing. That is El-Rufai, who is now facing a lot of charges from this same government. He tried the same thing in Kaduna State. For the first time, he ran a Muslim ticket in Kaduna State. Then what was the resulting effect of that? We understand the number of the southern Kaduna Christians that died under his administration. We understand the killings that took place in that administration. Look at the country today. Look at the level of kidnapping. Look at the level of ethnic cleansing that happening in different parts of the country. And you are telling me that nothing changes because all you need to do is to fill Muslim ticket to get, the power. Then what happens after getting the power? What happens to our people? What happens to our welfare? What happens to our well-being? What happens to security of lives and properties in the country?
Thank you, Elvis.
That does not matter.
Thank
then
you.
Definitely we have a problem in this country.
Thank you so much. We've heard your views and of course the opinions you heard. We've heard also YK's opinions and views. It's about time we go on a break. When we return, we'll dive into the second topic for today. I don't want this thing to rest right now. Maybe subsequently, perhaps, we'll come again and revisit this particular topic. We'll go on a break. When we return, it's all about the appeal court upholding the judgment of the lesser cause, barring the David Mark-led faction of the ADC. Don't go away. We'll be right back. The Court of Appeal upholding the judgment of the lower court, that the David Mark faction, so to speak, of the ADC remains unrecognized. And people have been talking about this. People have been giving so many interpretations. Some are saying this is misrepresentation of justice. Others are saying no, it's the right thing to do. Give it back to the original owners. The question now is, who are the original owners? Well, I want to start off with Elvis Brown for a reason. After you took the first shot of the first discussion, right? Now let's get to it from Elvis Brown. Elvis, what do you feel about these judgments? Like all the political parties, they are jittery, they are shivering, they don't know what next. What do you feel will be the impact of this judgment?
Well, thank you very much, Wilson. I think the judgment I've seen, I've not seen much of the judgment, but from what I've seen from the judgment, the court bar INEC from recognizing the David Mark faction or committee, caretaker committee of the party. And that's a whole lot. When you are, like I said before in our first segment, that the advantage that this government has.
Bro, you're making a point before that break in transmission. Please commence with the points you were raising.
Yes. So I was saying that. Can you hear me, Wilson?
Loud and clear. Yeah, I can.
All right. I was saying that we cannot entirely blame the ruling party for the crisis and the challenges of the opposition in totality or in general. Now, I've advocated for the need for every political party or every political player to, first of all, carefully study the constitution of the political party they align themselves with before proceeding with such alignment. You cannot go into a political party. In Nigeria, we like shortcuts. And then when, we meet with roadblock, we start blaming an unseen hand and unseen enemy for our misfortune. How do you get into a political party and then you created an alignment, you formed a coalition, you carry people along to join the political party? And then remember, I was in the studio and I actually criticized Peter Obi badly for being in such alignment, in such coalition. You can't get into a coalition without following the constitution of the party. And so this judge is citing those errors in the alliance to say, look, you didn't do ABC to take over the party. And so you jump point A, and when we want to begin from point B to point C to take over the party. And so he's telling INEC, do not recognize their National Working Committee. And by virtue of that judgment, a lot has gone wrong for the party and for the opposition. Of course, it makes it better for us, those of us who are in the NDC, if they did not also come to give a judgment that will destroy our position in the NDC. But I can tell you clearly that it is the leaders who went to join the ADC without first of all sitting down to look at the situation of the NDC, bringing everybody on board and getting those two. A lot of times, I love the way Obasanjo would operate in those days, even though a lot of people will say it's undemocratic. Most time before they give an appointment, you already submitted your resignation letter without a date. And so they are giving you an appointment letter, you are submitting your resignation letter. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you are leaving or when you are asked to leave, it's just a matter of adding dates to the letter you have submitted and then you are gone. So if you go into form an alignment with a political party and you don't settle down to look at to dot the I's and cross the T's to say, oh, look at what we need to do, these are things we need to do. This is where we need to get started, formalize the process of a convention or party elections, as it were, to get your men into positions. You just came in and then you push everybody aside. Anybody can be reached out to go to court, and if anybody goes to court, definitely the court will hand them judgment. You have a very polarized political society like ours in Nigeria, and then you still go form alliance without being, carefully looking at it to say we have 37 state chairmen in the party, and if at all 30 of them say go ahead, what about the remaining 7? If 36 say go ahead, what about that remaining 1? The remaining 1 can be used by the ruling party to get a judgment to invalidate your action. So I think that they did themselves in this one, and I pray that they're able to get themselves out of it. Otherwise, Atiku himself and all of the rest of them will go and wait for 2031, because it gets to a point where you can no longer do anything about it. You can remain in the court until election or after election. Nigeria will keep moving on. We just keep moving as though nothing happens. This country will know how to move on. Nobody's going to come and protest for you because you've been handed a judgment that is not favorable to you. Nobody's going to do that. You are supposed to have sat down to check out. The funny part is that most of these persons have senior advocates of this country at their services who attend to them, who help them, look at cases, look at issues, whether or not those people they don't take the advice of those people, or those people also do not have a core or grounded understanding of the constitution of the country and judgments upon judgment that have been delivered in this country with regards to political party leadership. One cannot really explain it. But the bottom line is that the judgment that the court has given concerning the ADC, barring INEC from recognizing it, is a result of the leadership, the David Mark led National Working Committee's own undoing, who have actually, cut corners to take over the party.
You've made your points right now. I will definitely come back to you. Well, Ahmed, you heard him. He said if it's so happened that this case continues till whatever, is going to be an advantage to his own party, the NDC. But from your own angle, the APC, ponder it like actually your party, but they're the ones behind all of this, distorting the arrangement. Political parties are not going to be strong enough to stand against them come 2027.
I disagree. 2023, they all stood against our party, and our party still won. And thank God the man who finished speaking, my very good friend Elvis Brown, has actually analyzed everything the way it ought to be. This time around, I thank God he didn't point fingers at the All Progressive Congress. He blamed the David Mark-led faction for their woes. This time around is very crystal clear. APC have nothing to do with their woes. Whatever is happening to them, APC have no business with that. The problem is they themselves. And I listened carefully to Elvis Brown. You have analyzed everything. You are coming to a party that have a constitution, and you decide to ignore the writings in the constitution and say, who are those ones, or what is there? You can always have your way. Whatever the court is passing judgment with is based on constitutional issues. The sitting state chairman, their tenure have not expired, and you are bullying them aside, and you are setting up a critical committee, and then you went ahead for Congress. What else do you expect? APC have no business in this issue here. The problem right now is that the David Mark-led group, who ought to have known that this chairman, not acting now, sitting chairman, their tenure will be expiring by May. What stops people from patiently waiting by May and then doing the normal?
That is May next year.
May 2026 this year. Not
this year.
Yes.
That means we've gone beyond May.
That is what I'm saying.
This is July.
But they went ahead to sit them when they took over last year.
Okay, before the expiration date.
Yes, their tenure have not expired. That is where the challenge is now. You were elected, you have a mandate, and that mandate speaks for 4 good years. Suddenly somebody just said at the top level, you have handed over power. Then the Senate will just cascade and remove people that were duly elected. They have constitutional parkings that they have 4 years. Who does that? And now you are pointing fingers at your progressive. No, Progressive Congress does not have any business with this. The problem is they themselves. They carefully analyzed everything. You were coming into a party. You didn't carefully. ADC before David Mark, they already have so many litigations. Not even after David Mark came, or because Atiku is on the ballot. Not at all. They already have so many litigations. You understand? If you are running, if they are surviving here, another one is coming up. Do you know they've had appeal court judgment before now? They have a federal court judgment before now. Now I think they've also had a Supreme Court judgment who says that should return back to antebellum or whatever they speak the Latin word. Now they are still going back to Supreme Court again over this one now. So the chances that they have is very slim. On one ground that David Mark will survive is that there's only almost like a standing rule from the Supreme Court that courts should stay away from internal democratic affairs. If the Supreme Court judges stand with that, then David Mark will fly, based on the fact that these are internal party affairs. But again, internal party affairs can actually go to court when there's a constitutional breach, and which the David Mark-led group have done. So there is no way they will relax by not taking it to court, because it will be unruly for them to start staging themselves by fighting physically. So what you have to do, you have to go to law to interpret that same constitution very well. And the constitution have said this, and then the law will be the one to interpret. So the chances of David Mark surviving these issues is very slim. And it's going to be on the judgment of the judges, that if they want to base their Supreme Court judgment on the fact that this is an internal party affairs, so it should be handled by the party. On that note, which the party themselves have agreed that David Mark Congress, whatever XYZ, they should go ahead. And again, the Supreme Court will also come again that there was a federal court judgment telling them to go ahead with that Congress. Then they also went ahead to go for the court, meaning you have also, go against a court judgment. So, except the judges that will judge that Supreme Court may just want to find their favor by just putting their judgment based on the fact that it's an internal party affairs. With that, they have no business, judging these issues. The David Mark issue, current ADC stand. But if they have to follow it to say, okay, constitutionally, there was a sitting chairman, UPO ought not to have removed them. There was also a federal court judgment that said UPO should not go for the Congress, and UPO still went ahead to go in Congress. With that, there's no big English about it. David Mark led ADC will just fade out of the way. And this time, nobody is saying ADC should not be on the ballot, please. But they are saying the David Mark led. So there's another faction which you are aware. So if the David Mark led is run out of it, then the other led part can go. That ADC is not saying that you should be on the ballot. Please be on the ballot. They are not because tested our meeting by the was what again for you call this on the show you compare of the 0 1 8 7 about the type is RGT worker that there's a reality of the African politics and one what do you say about Sash?
I think it's a picture to bring a serpent to bite. So in this case, the serpent here could be likened to the APC, and those who break the edge are those who willfully commit a constitutional breach, hoping that nobody will notice it. And then the APC is on the lookout, looking for every loopholes, every mistake you make. If you address a press conference, you say good morning in the afternoon, they want to ask their lawyer if that is prosecutable.
Right, we have a call. Ebbs, hold on, we have a caller. Hello. Yeah. Good afternoon. Welcome to 60 Minutes Nigeria. What's your name?
Yes, this is Advocate. Well, the truth is this. It's not that there may not be one constitutional breaches or not, but it is obvious that the hand of the ruling party is in all this. It is very obvious. Nobody can deny that. But they should allow opposition to strike, because that is the beauty of democracy. Because the whole thing is sliding into one party. They have coerced in one way or the other to ensure that every state governor are now in APC. In fact, it is even the founding foundation at the beginning. Because the governor elected under a platform was not expected to cross-carted. Because that is why you see the beauty of democracy now. It's not even there. The game is no longer interesting now. Are you not aware? It's no longer interesting. Because the few voices that can even stand now have been discouraged. So the whole thing is sliding into a one-party state. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Advocate. He said he cannot really remove the APC from the blend, that their hands is truly behind what is going on within these political parties. Ahmed, you just heard a caller. Well, let's, Elvis, please, you have to anchor right now with the point you were given.
All right, thank you very much, Sid. I heard the caller. Well, I understand his position. Nigeria, the whole situation has become very frustrating. People are frustrated as the direction the politicking is going. But my position remains my position that if the APC does not see an offense, they have no reason to want to even try to influence the court cases and all that. Imagine that David Mark-led National Working Committee had done the right thing. On what ground would they have been in court in the first place? when the Peter Obi moved into that coalition, I came on air and I blasted him. Even though I'm a loyal supporter of Peter Obi, I blasted him. I said, that is a trap. There's no road there. And I refused to follow him to the ADC because I knew, as a layman, I looked at the constitution, I knew something was wrong, and I knew they were not going to survive it. No, that was as far back as last year or so, when they were having all those coalition discussions and the rest. I was angry with the fact that Obi was even wanting to be part of that. But the moment he moved to the NDC, I moved immediately because this one is a fresh party, and the platform is given to him, and he's not going there to bring in people to take over the leadership.
Don't forget
he
that
was going
NDC too, they have their own issues. Maybe later we start hearing about stories making the round pertaining to the NDC. I know you will say God forbid, okay? Just hold on. We are pressed for time. Let's get to hear from Ahmed Iwaeke to give us his final words on this particular discussion. Go ahead, Ahmed.
The final word is that, please, they should leave APC out of the woes, the issues affecting ADC. ADC, they've shot themselves in the foot by not following their constitution, and they should not continue to blame President Tinubu for their own problem. They should know right now that the APC is very focused in winning the election, and they are campaigning, and they are ensuring that everybody key into the renewed hope agenda. As you see in the last local government election, you could see the massive turnout at the election, and the votes that the Edo State got 2.1 million votes.
That'll be a topic for another day. Ahmed, that is going to be a topic for another day. 2.1 million votes.
We are coasting into victory, so we don't have any problem trying to use legal issue to affect anybody. Please be on the ballot. We're also on the ballot, and we'll definitely win our election by God's grace.
So you're set for battle?
We are set for battle.
Elvis, 30 seconds to summarize your point, please. Just 30 seconds. Elvis, your parting word on this particular discussion.
Yeah, thank you very much, Wese. I think that my brother in this to understand how his party does their thing. So I'm not here to speak for their party, but we cannot completely rule out the fact that APC is also G3, and that's why you see that whatever loopholes they find, they are sponsoring it, they are pushing it. They're sponsor for the registration of NDC and other political parties. These are fears also. These are fears. So if you feel confident that you're going to win, allow these parties to go on with their preparation. Allow them to go on with their election. If you see all this, stop approaching the court. Stop using process to challenge everything in court. And I think that's the G3 that we need to look at.
So there is a proxy to challenge the other party.
We are battle ready. We want you all to be on the ballot. Sure, they are going to win you people consistent of January.
Thank you, Elvis. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for spending part of the time watching. Well, we reached out to some ADC members. They are still consulting. They said, look, we cannot be on air. We are still doing 1 or 2 consultations. Not to worry. Probably next week, you're going to hear from them. They're saying no factions, but saying no, they are factions. So we don't know what to believe right now. But all the same, all we want is a better Nigeria. We'll do it again next week, Thursday, next week, God willing. Bye for now.
This is ITV. Certainly the best.
ITV. Certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.